We're back in the straddle in the year of our Lord 2025. The last day of 2025, Mike.
Lord Almighty, 2025 was a good one, wasn't it?
It was something. I'll say that.
Up,
it was something.
It was down. It was all around the town. What are we going to talk about?
Isn't it interesting? We got to go over, well, we have a lot of stuff to go over for 2025, but to close out the year, we got a couple wins, right? In the bud world, in the grub world, we got some wins, you know? We'll go over some of that stuff, but it's like, what a crazy roller coaster of a year everything was this. It feels like a decade in one 12-month period.
Like I said, I feel like I went upstairs, downstairs, all around the town stairs. You know?
Mike, there's been some very interesting things happening in the grub world, I must tell you. But I'd like to start with some good news at first. Well, I mean, it kind of crosses over, so maybe we should... It crosses over. We'll save that top one for last. There's some bad news in the grub world, Mike.
Oh, no. You don't say.
Believe it or not, dude, Fast and Furious 16 plotline just dropped.
I never knocked on nobody.
Somebody stole $400,000 worth of live lobsters from Costco in a trucking incident. They got the under chassis glow lights, man.
Wait, hold on. So they're not actually making another Fast and Furious?
I mean, they probably should be if the way the plot lines are going.
All right. Well, then I'm all about the Costco lobster heist.
Yeah, that's it's a lot of de-shelling they got to do there. Why would you steal that many that? And you like your first. My thing, like, as an investigator is like, whoever's reporting this, like, you're not investigating Costco. Like, they just gave that to, like, it was right before their holiday party. All their lobsters went missing.
Jesus, man, this has been a wild year. Like I'm saying, first it was like Spanish, Portuguese chairs, and now it's Costco lobsters.
Yeah, people are just stealing anything they can in this global economy, Mike. It's pretty insane.
I mean, whatever makes money, right?
How often do you order lobster when you go out? Do you like?
I love
lobster?
Yep, I love lobster. I usually, it's more of a summertime thing. I don't do the lazy lobster.
What's that?
Lazy lobster is when they kind of like crack it all for you.
Oh, so you get a whole lobster?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh, I want at least a 2-pound lobster.
Walk me through it. What's move number one?
Move number one. You take the lobster, you make sure it's not too hot, and you crack the tail, and then you pull it out, and that's the part where most people say, "Oh, I'm good with that." Because listen.
Oh, because you got to declaw.
Well, no, I'm not talking about claws. I'm talking the back,
the innards.
I'm talking
the spine and head.
It's an arthropod, so it's got help me out there, science. And so you grab this and
science button.
Yeah. And there's almost like a joint here. And you can easily just twist their tail right off.
So you're saying
when you pull it out, it would almost be like if I took you in half and just twisted you and pulled you apart, like what would come out?
Two things, Mike.
And
please
then
don't
would
take
somebody
me.
eat it?
Please don't take me, number one. And number two, please don't fold me in half. Number three.
You never said that before.
You mentioned you have to twist the joint. Have you ever twisted joints before, Mike?
Absolutely not.
Asking for a friend. Yeah, dude. People are making.
That was good.
Yeah, thanks.
That was good.
People are making off with lobsters, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah,
would you, if you saw a truck of lobsters, would you think to yourself, like, hey, you know what? I could make a quick $400,000 right now.
No, I would go up and offer him like a couple bucks because I know this guy's freeloading lobster, and it's good. It's an acquired taste. It's a bit chewy.
A bit nutty.
It's a bit nutty.
It's a bit nutty.
No, it's a bit chewy. But if you throw that in a nice hot little container of butter, there's nothing better than that.
I mean, I like lobster, and I love making lobster rolls in the summertime. I have like a certain recipe like I always stick to because I'm not a big fan of like lots of lobster rolls out and about because they're too meaty and not saucy enough for me. But anyway, I like it, but it's always like when I didn't like lobster, like before I knew what it was, before I ever tried it, or like crab legs or any of that stuff. Like people would always say that, like, oh yeah, you take it and you dunk it in butter and you eat it. It's great. I'm like, bro, you could literally dunk a fucking rock in butter, and I would fucking
I knew
eat
you
it.
were gonna say, like, if you have to dump it in butter, then is it really good?
But that's what I thought,
well,
and
here-
I know now that's
you know,
not the case.
I mean, what I'm gonna say about lobster, you know, to close it out, is if you were to go deer hunting, right?
I just pictured
And you shot a deer,
lobster to the
right? And you shot a deer.
Mhm.
Would you want to dress it, rip it open, take everything out,
You
and
have to.
cook it, and be okay with it? Because that's almost like what you have to do with a lobster. It's not just meat. There's a lot of other things in there as well, and you have to be okay with seeing that stuff.
Yeah.
And just, like I said, it's an acquired taste.
I like lobster. I'm not a big fan of squid, but you know what else I'm not a fan of, Mike?
Lots of things.
I'm not actually that you're
Jim
not.
Harbaugh?
You're not Harbaugh.
No, sorry.
Playoffs.
No, we'll get to that.
You mean Harbaugh? Come on. Too soon.
Sorry,
All
I
right.
didn't mean to debate you.
Yeah, that's look. If we lose, no, I'm not even gonna say it. But you know what I'm. Yeah, if the Patriots do not fare well against the Ravens in the playoffs, it might be my fault for doing that, and then we'll play this clip back and embarrass me about it. So moving on, Mike. What I do not like, what I'm not a fan of in this country, is there's certain policies for airlines that I disagree with. Okay.
Yeah.
How is it that you're going to make me take a whole bunch of stuff out of one of my bags and put it in the other one to make sure it's not over 50 pounds, but you're not going to check anybody's weight getting on the flight? Until now, Mike, Southwest Airlines is now charging people extra for being overweight and taking up too much of a seat. And I got to tell you, bud, I am fucking with it. I cannot fucking stand these people that have the audacity to overflow into your fucking chair and make it a problem. And yes, I'm speaking about one specific experience. No, I should not make sweeping statements about an entirety of people. I don't give a shit if you don't fucking like it. It's no one else's fault that you eat that much, and you should have to pay 4 flight tickets based on your weight. Go. Digest. Wait, not
I
like
don't
they do.
necessarily agree with everything you just said.
Okay.
But there was this one gentleman on my plane ride to San Diego who specifically made himself available to both me and Heather, and he insisted on sitting in the middle seat, even though it wasn't his.
He made himself available?
Oh, did he?
He buy you some drinks, did he?
Oh no, his legs were out. He was like a squatter.
Yeah.
His arms, like, I came down the aisle and he looked at me with the eyes of the fucking devil.
Dude.
And I walked in, I was like, oh damn, I thought we had 52 A and B, but this
Apparently, we only get a half of
this.
each.
Yeah, I'm like, I guess this guy's gonna take B, and I'll just have to take C and get squished up against the fucking window.
Dude,
And this motherfucker had no remorse.
I'm saying.
So
Right.
I proceeded to get sick on the plane and puke for the full 3 hours till Dallas Fort Worth.
Just
You're
to teach-
lucky that that's all that happened. But I don't condone what you're saying, Dave. Well, no, listen.
Let's hash it out.
Listen, no. I do agree. Maybe. I mean, hey, do you pay more if your luggage weighs more over the weight? Your luggage, it's not being judged. It means that the airline needs to pay more money in fuel. When you're coming across that
Cue the Peter Griffin memes.
No, listen.
He's like, I don't agree with you, Dave. No, I don't know. So.
I love everybody, and I don't like this.
That's okay.
But
okay.
no, listen. If you're coming across that scale and you're gonna cost more fuel than me, shouldn't I pay less?
Listen. So I'll agree that everything that I started this segment with was emotionally charged about one specific experience that I had with an overweight person on an airline.
No.
Okay? Absolutely. However,
Okay.
however, here is my argument. And this is what I will stand on. I don't care. And it is what it is. If you're going to charge people for the weight of their bags, you need to also charge people for the weight of their asses. Period.
I would like to put the spin like this. I think people who weigh less should pay less.
See?
How about that?
Yeah,
Does
well,
that
we
seem
could keep
nicer?
it positive. It does,
Yeah.
but it's also like it's like when the jeweler companies have commercials every year that like
God
they tell you stuff that like it
Yeah.
sounds positive, but it's like leave her speechless, take her breath away.
Diamond lasts forever.
Ron White had a bit on it. Did you ever see Ron White, the comedian?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd say like, "Oh yeah, De Beers people finally saying what they want to say, like take her breath away," or leave her speechless. He's like, really what they're saying is diamonds, that'll shut her up. Like that's what they're pretty much doing with that when you're putting the positive spin on it. Like, yeah, way less, pay less. Like, what does that mean? Dude, the story that I'm alluding to, I have to tell you now because we're on the topic. And who knows if I'll ever get a chance to get the words in edgewise again.
Probably not.
Dude, I shipped off for basic training. So this is January. Okay. The Army is very cheap when they ship you off, by the way. So I go to MEPS, and MEPS, you're there. So you're pretty much awake for the first 3 days that you're in the Army.
I don't know what MEPS is.
Okay, it's it doesn't matter. It's where you go for the final place you go to do all your last checks before they send you to the military, like before they send you to boot camp, right? Basic, whatever. So I went there. I'm awake they wake you up at like 3 a.m. because you have to get on buses to go everywhere. So like your day is jacked from the jump. Then through MEPS, they literally I didn't fly until the next day. So I'm awake for a day, right? And they get me a flight out of Connecticut. So we bust down from Springfield, Massachusetts down to Connecticut. Mm-hmm. I get to Connecticut Airport. They get us on a plane that is a 2-seater on one side of the aisle and a single seat on the other side. Small plane. Tiny little puddle jumper. I get down there and I got the aisle seat. Oh, thank God. Except I'm sitting next to a woman who, I'm not kidding you, was 500 pounds. Based on those two fucking instances that but both of us just described on an airline, right?
Oh, no, not me.
How?
Oh, not me. I haven't said shit for like 5 minutes.
How, Mike, okay, how often do you fly?
Never.
Okay, so for you to never fly and have that be an experience for you on a flight when you never fly, what do you think the odds are that thousands of other people in the nation are dealing with that every single day in this country?
Yeah, I mean, but also to be fair, the next time I'm gonna make that motherfucker move his seat, and I don't care if you want to fucking strong elbow me from seat C, but I'm taking B next time, motherfucker, and that's
See?
it.
That's the bottom line, because Grub Guy said so. Bud Guy said so. The Grub Budz said so. All right, moving on. Mike, the other part of the Grub Buzz in the world in our year of our Lord 2025,
Love
Mike,
it.
is Cheech and Chong have brought back their collector's edition bottle of rare vodka. Cheech and Chong vodka, right? Now I know what you're thinking. Not Grub. But I will say it's an excellent segue, and not the little kind you ride on a scooter type.
Hey, don't make fun of me. What the
I'm
hell?
Sorry, Paul. Paul Blart.
I'm not a.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
But their empty vodka bottle, Cheech and Chong's rare empty vodka bottle, becomes a
Water filtration unit.
You forgot smoking lamp.
water filtration unit. Let's
Got
go.
you, bro.
Yeah. Cheech and Chong, baby, coming back with the rare edition vodka.
Dude, I used to love vodka, but I also love to filtrate water. You know what I'm saying?
I love a good bubble.
My man, what's up?
For anyone wondering, this is called the judge's water.
Oh,
Check
God,
it
here
out.
comes the judge.
Here comes the judge. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think we should, if there's still any available, maybe we should place an order at some point. But,
Mm-hmm.
we'll leave that up to other people to do as well. Just figured that was cool. We could put them on. But you're right, Mike.
If you place the order, it would be packaged.
On a Monday,
Probably-
I ordered my Chinese food.
It would probably, if you place that order for the Cheech and Chong stuff, it would probably be packaged somewhere either in California, San Antonio, Texas, or somewhere down in like the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
It would be shipped on an airplane. And hopefully, Dave, this pilot does not shut down all of the systems.
Oh, my God.
Does not freak out and blame other things for their emotional instability.
An imbalance. Why?
Well-
Why, Mike? Did something happen in the skies of the United States?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe somebody just had a freak out and just started to try to shut down every motherfucking system in the cockpit and then blame one of your favorite things.
It is one of my favorite things, and that kind of goes into the other
good.
thing we're going to talk about, right?
Then I'll stand by it.
Yeah, if it's a vegetable, right?
It is.
I love vegetables.
I'm about to grow lion's mane.
Hell yeah.
I'll say it.
Let's go.
What happened actually? Like there was some trouble in the skies.
According to reports, a pilot had a existential crisis mid-flight, decided to shut down engines and kind of make his way on out of this world, if you will. And there was 80 other people on the plane.
They call it souls.
80, yeah, that's right. 80 souls, that's right. There's a reason they do that, and I appreciate that. So good catch.
Thank you.
80 other souls on the plane, and you decide, yeah, I'm gonna flick these switches, and I'm gonna take us like whatever terrible idea you had in your mind. First of all, to the lawsuit from the traumatization of these people, I can only imagine is going to be astronomical. I think this not only hurts the airline industry, because airline pilots, I'm not sure if you know this, but airline pilots are one of the fastest growing industries right now because they're all retiring. So very many young people are taking over these airline jobs now as pilots.
Right.
And this is extremely detrimental because not only did this jackwagon decide to do all this stuff, but then had the audacity in his report to say that days prior to the event, he ingested or consumed a certain vegetable that known as psilocybin with mushrooms. He had mushrooms and decided, oh yeah, that's why I decided to do that. Let me tell you something, dog. Mushrooms did not make you do that, and especially days prior. Okay, let's just get that out of the way right now. Like the fact that you're gonna try to pit like, oh well, I had some mushrooms the other day, so that must have been they're absolutely not. I don't buy the story. I think it's a cop-out. I think it's intentionally being spun by the big media outlets because it's a cop-out and because there's so much, it's still a taboo topic. Psilocybin, psychedelic treatment, mushrooms, things like that. It's a very taboo topic, and I think because of that, they're capitalizing on it. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about it, any of that, really. I hear your story, and that's crazy. Is it a fungus or is it a vegetable?
It's a fungus.
Is a fungus a vegetable?
It's not, but
I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to,
right.
I'm just trying to make sense of it in my mind. I'm just thinking, man, how can you trust? You put a lot of trust in someone,
Right.
when you get up in an airplane.
Yep.
And you could be up 30,000 feet in the sky, and you have so much trust in like one or maybe two people. I was on maybe a 50-foot water slide a week or so ago, and I lost my mind. And you'll probably see it right here. And man, I can't imagine if somebody messed with me from 30,000 feet. It would turn my guts.
Yeah, I can't imagine what those people went through, especially after knowing that. And and it sucks too because psychedelics are proven treatments for people with PTS. They have all kinds of other benefits.
So, according to ABC News, he had pled guilty to the federal charge of interference with flight crew members. A former Alaska Airlines pilot will avoid prison time for trying to shut down the engines of a passenger plane in midair from a cockpit jump seat while reeling from the effects of psychedelic mushrooms, prompting an in-flight emergency.
Yeah, okay. Wait. Do some research for me real quick. How many days prior to his flight did he take the mushrooms?
On the guilty plea, Emerson said that he had used psilocybin 2 days before the October 22nd, 2023 flight.
Okay. This is why I call this bullshit right now. This is why I call this garbage right now. That one detail. 2 days after a psilocybin treatment. Mike, how long do mushrooms... Wait, according to your research and friends... Do you have any friends that have tried psychedelics, Mike?
I only have a few friends, but yes.
Now, of the friends who have indulged in psychedelic vegetables, Mike, how long did it last for their individual treatments?
I wouldn't say long, and then I would also say that it was responsible and productive.
Right. So this is the issue that I have with this idea, right? That this guy gets to just throw this out there, like, bro, can you imagine you go rob a bank, all right? First of all, you go rob a fucking bank, right? And they hook you up, they catch you, you don't get away with anything, they catch you before anything bad, there's 2 off-duty cops in the lobby, they stop you, they shut you down, right? They arrest you, they charge you, they take you to court, and they're like, why'd you do it? And you go, well, I ate a cheeseburger 2 days ago, and it gave me food poisoning, so, naturally, I just thought it was okay to go rob a bank.
It doesn't matter, it was 2 days ago. What the hell?
Bro, anybody knows, anybody who's versed in psilocybin and fungi knows that any proper treatment or dosage or microdose of psilocybin is literally acute. It's going to stay in your system maybe 3 to 6 hours, 6 if you're lucky, 3 max. You mean to tell me that 48 hours after? So there's 2 issues here, right? He either A, is an idiot and is covering for himself, or B, which, I'm a fan of the A group, just saying, or B, had a macro dose and had way too much and ate, 72 mushrooms to make it last fucking 48 hours?
Yeah, I mean, I think both could be true. I mean, because why do you do that?
Either way, he's an idiot.
It does not make sense.
It doesn't. Oh, wait, what do you got?
I was just going to say, if it's that big of an issue to dude, why did he still fly the damn plane?
Yeah, yeah. Can we ask them that? Can we ask them, hey, how many sick days did he have? Can we ask that? Are we allowed to ask that question, right? Because they're going to be... No, that's a valid question, right? Oh, I don't feel well. Fucking call out, motherfucker. What do you... Bro, you're going to jeopardize the souls of 80 other people because you... And look...
Wait, where was he flying to, by the way, with 80 people, by the way? That
honestly,
seems like
dude,
a broke-ass flight.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I've been... Especially after the military, dude, I was on flights, with literally 3 or 4 people during the holidays sometimes. Sometimes flights, they just don't make sense. They just don't. It just, it doesn't work out, whatever, they still do it. But I just can't believe that this guy, not only that this guy made this his argument, but that people are actually buying this argument. That, it's asinine and it's insulting to people who understand psychedelics and the treatment that they give to human beings.
Yeah. Speaking
of, Mike, I'm so glad that there are certain states in the union that are forward-thinking and do like psilocybin because, Mike, this month, before the end of 2025, I will say I have a win I'd like to talk about. believe it or not.
I was excited when I saw this.
Yep.
I read the actual legislation.
Did you have any idea? Did you know you had?
I had no. I mean,
Right?
it came kind of out of the blue.
And
I
you-
mean, I'm always in tune with law.
out of the blue, like, so you weren't following the law, right? The law
I'm
came
not.
out of
I
nowhere,
don't
right?
follow.
Right.
I don't. I mean, I follow the NFL. I follow my friends. I don't follow law. But when law pops up, I'm like, oh, what is this going to mean? And then I saw this thing pop up, and then I went to bloop.gov, and I read the full Monty on it, and I believe I sent you a
You did.
screenshot, and
You
I
did.
was like, hey, check this out. And you already knew all about it.
Did you have any idea that I knew all
I
about
had
it, Mike?
no idea.
I didn't tell anyone, right?
You didn't tell me.
Yep, I sure didn't. And I should have.
To be honest, I'm kind of hurt
Okay,
because I don't really have many secrets from you.
that's fair.
There's a story that I have to tell you, but I already told you the mixings of it,
True.
but we never got
We'll get
to
down to brass tacks
actually-
about that.
to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, no, you didn't tell me you were a part of that, and
didn't.
I would have helped you in any way.
I appreciate that, Mike. And here's the thing, because previously, as we covered, the old mushroom, the PTSD psychedelic thing did not pass, right, in Massachusetts. We have footage from episodes ago to prove that, right?
Right.
And so I'm not going to lie to you. I was behind in my classes this semester, and I was contacted by this individual literally in the middle of my finals week. And they were like, hey, we see that, you have a nonprofit, you're a veteran. This law is trying to get passed for veterans, specifically with PTSD. Would you endorse it? And I said, not only will I endorse it, but my nonprofit organization will likely endorse it as well. So the Minus 22 Foundation was the first organization to endorse this psilocybin law to be into effect for Massachusetts. After we did that, a handful of other organizations came together and also supported this bill for legalization. But now, at a minimum, veterans with PTSD and people with PTSD in Massachusetts can seek psychedelic treatment, and that's a fucking win for us, bud.
Yeah, I think whatever people need should be available.
Right.
I don't think anybody else, what I see is a lot of people who don't have the same experience as people want to try to
Exactly.
impose their views.
Yes.
And say what they want to say about people. And I think at the end of the day, people need to just shut up and listen to what the people are saying and what they need and be a little open-minded because times are changing and
Yeah.
you just got to open it up.
I hate the fact that it's still a taboo topic, which honestly is kind of the creation of this podcast too, and like why we do what we do. Because like we have to dance around this topic. Like we have to play the game because the powers that be don't recognize vegetables and fungi for what they are. And it's like,
Yeah. It's hard for me to be a fun guy because when I'm out, a lot of people don't recognize me,
see,
and I am a very fun guy. I like to party. I like to laugh. I like to make people laugh. I like to do impressions, and people don't respect the fun guy in the group.
honestly, and like I wish more voters in this country knew this. Like vegetables and fungi saved my life. Literally saved my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like as somebody, like dude, I had a lot of I'll say issues when I got out of the military, whatever. Like I had some struggles, and I no longer have to deal with the acute effects of those struggles because of vegetables and fungi in my life. And anybody who tries to demonize a plant or a fungi has either, number one, had a really bad experience themselves, which is uncalled for and you shouldn't, I'm sorry for you, or is just uneducated. And
Or you've never done it, or you had that bad experience and you didn't try it one more time in a little more controlled place.
Right.
Because I will tell you, there's value in all of those things.
Yep.
But there's value in moderation.
Right. And I think anytime you try something new, it should be in moderation, and you should probably have a supervisor. If you're unfamiliar with the vegetable or the fungi, you should probably have a supervisor. You should probably
And an extra pair of pants.
yeah, and probably some snacks, maybe a
Yeah,
water,
some snacks. Make sure you order some pizza.
pillow, blanket for your schedule. What do you got, bud?
So the big thing they're citing here is the fact that they switched the approach from the widespread legalization of recreational use to benefiting people through therapy. And they specifically cited Grandmore, you already talked about, of the advocacy group Mass Healing in collaboration with Representative Stephen Owens.
Yep. Which is awesome because I think representatives are doing better to be educated on this. Here's my problem though, Mike. And it kind of correlates to the same issue in the bud world of the rescheduling of cannabis, right?
You mean 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, scheduled or descheduled? I don't know. What do you mean?
Well, that's just it. Well, that's my question to you, Mike. Is it scheduled or is it descheduled?
I mean, who knows? Because it's so convoluted now, and they're trying to pull the wool over everybody's eyes.
Oh, no, we know.
Is it this? Is it that? Or, or do we know?
We do know. It went from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3, right? And Schedule 3 is still a schedule. These motherfuckers are trying to pull the wool over our eyes and do this stuff because Schedule 3 means that the federal government still has power over this vegetable of cannabis.
And technically, right now, they do.
And it benefits corporations. You still can't grow your own plants, and you still can't seek your own medicinal remedies outside of their bottleneck. So the process, like everybody's been talking about this, Schedule 3 cannabis is such a good thing for the cannabis community. Is it? Because I don't think it is. I think it's a good way to move forward so that other people around the nation can hopefully try cannabis and use it as a healing agent the way it was intended. But it's not descheduled. See, we want descheduled. We want it to be descheduled. It should be a vegetable. It should be a plant. It should be unregulated. You should be able to do whatever you need to with it because it's harmless.
Yeah. I mean, if you're asking me, which you didn't, but that's okay. That's not a dig. But my opinion on that is, how much do you have to schedule it? How much do we have to talk about it? As of right now, you can do whatever you want with vegetables. You can go down the road at the grocery store and buy your vegetables.
Yep.
Or you can go, in wherever, and you can grow your own, and nobody's messing with you. So why do we have to mess with what's happening right now? I like what's happening right now, and I don't think it needs to be talked about. I don't think it needs to be more. I think everybody who wants to farm and grow their vegetables and their roses and their pineapples
And their fungi.
and their fungi and their Christmas cactuses and everything else that makes people human beings, I think they should just be, fucked off with, basically.
Left alone.
Yeah, leave it alone and let them do it because it's not obviously causing harm. There's way more things causing harm in our country than people being able to grow their own vegetables and such. Whoop, whoop.
Hell yeah. Yes, sir. I agree. I am grateful that it's legalized for people to be treated with PTSD, and I'm grateful for the veteran community win because I know a lot of people that could benefit from psilocybin treatments. However, it's really sad that we still in this day and age have to beg corporations and corporate donors to allow us to use fungi and vegetables, and we promise to break you off a piece. That's
when are
really
we ever going to stop begging corporations for anything, man?
I mean, I'm not paying taxes this year. Can't afford daycare anyway.
What kids?
Too soon. Saddle with the Grub Budz. We got some everything in between to give these fine folks that call themselves Grub Budz buds, Mike. But before we do that, can you tell me a little bit about your review of the Ford Theater, bud?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I've never been. But from what I've read, it's not such a good time. Apparently, it's 1 out of 4 stars.
Abraham Lincoln's over here like, did not like it. Play ended abruptly.
Yeah. Or actually, I thought he had a really good time. He was like, dude, it fucking blew my mind. I just made that up in
Hell
the
yeah.
moment. Yeah, I did.
Great job, bud.
Thank
I'm proud of you. All right, Mike. Although I've never been to Ford Theater, I've heard there's some heinous crime that has gone on there.
There's crime going on everywhere. Dave.
Even in our backyard, Mike.
In our backyard, even like at the place where you might feel the most safe, where there's a lot of money being thrown around and won and lost, and you have some overweight security people trying to keep you safe, but don't actually care once you get into the parking lot. I heard there was an event at Twin River.
Yeah, Mike, the Twin River Casino had what was reported as a robbery recently, Mike. And a trio, I don't know what to call them.
Oh God. Yeah.
At Twin River Casino, there was a robbery, Mike, and these 3 people, two females and a male, got busted. I'll say that. And based on their mugshots, I'm wondering if it's because one of them could not see the getaway car.
Yeah.
Too soon?
No. To be honest, I don't condone robbery at all, but one of the weird things about it is that Marlon Wayans is being accused of being the guy.
What you say about my mama?
Because of his role in Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. So they're like, yo, Loke Dog just stuck up Twin River Casino and he got popped.
But it's also like, bro, we're in 2025. What casino do you think you're gonna rob? And like, did you watch Ocean's 11 too many times?
Yeah.
They're just sitting there. What do you got, Cole?
So according to the report, the casino itself was not robbed.
No.
These 2 women lured somebody out of the casino and into a private room where the man later would confront them and try to bully him into giving him cash with a knife.
Can you imagine? You throw 10 grand on black on roulette, you fucking win a bag of money. You're walking out of the casino, and these 2 fine chicks are like, hey, you want to have some fun?
Yeah, they're
You're
like, yeah,
sure.
baby, let's go.
Yeah, I'll go over there, and you get in the room, and you get this. Give me your money.
Break yourself!
Fucking Marlon Wayans robs your ass.
I'll kill you.
Here's the real kicker, though. Here's the real kicker. It was $1,500 in cash. All of that for $1,500.
Big money. Big money. Dude, they're targeting the big spenders, you know. Somebody won like $1,500 on like a roulette wheel, and then this bug-eyed dude got pissed and then told homegirl to tail him, and the rest was history.
This week on America's Most Stupid.
Yeah. I mean, what are you going to do?
Well, we didn't rob the casino. Like, why are we banned for life? We were just robbing the customers.
You want me to tell you something? If you want to get cheated out of your money,
Go to a casino.
if you want to get robbed, go to a casino.
Yeah,
If you want something bad to happen to you, go to a casino.
I wouldn't say bad. I've been in some.
It doesn't matter.
No, I go to casinos. I've had some good
Don't go
experiences.
to a casino.
Casinos usually have good restaurants around them. I'm a grub guy. I go there.
Oh, you're right.
I've been to Vegas. I've been to Foxwoods. I had that rant about Foxwoods a couple episodes ago. I don't gamble. I don't like blow money on gambling, but like I'll go there because there's guaranteed good food, and I get to stay there, and they think I'm gonna gamble.
You know what? This is probably like my take on the Patriots when I said they were gonna go 6-10.
Womp womp.
Because I can't even pronounce the word casino. So
Casino.
don't listen to me, man.
Casino, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
go to
luckily,
casino. Go to casino.
But Mike, those three folks at Twin River decided that they wanted to forever remove themselves from the protections of the Gaming Commission. They're never going to be allowed to play casino games at casinos because they want to get $1,500 in some kind of scheme. Like, how hard up do you got to be?
I'm pretty sure they don't need to go into the casino because they're already gambling with a lot in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like I'll tell you why I'm not a gambling man, Mike. I'm not a gambling man because who could have predicted that recently a 92-year-old grandmother would win a Tekken tournament in Japan? Who would have predicted that?
she's been probably playing since it came out. Tekken?
Yeah.
Tekken 1, 2, 3, and on what console?
Just Tekken, Mike. Tekken tournament.
On what console?
Well,
92-year-old grandmother wins Tekken 8 tournament in Japan.
Ocho. Tekken the Ocho, just like dodgeball.
ESPN 8, the Ocho.
Man,
ESPN the Ocho.
Tekken used to be the foremost awesome video game, one-on-one fighter. It was rivaling Mortal Kombat at the time. A lot of those consoles were going up for grabs, tit for tat. I was a big fan of Tekken, and no, I can't believe a 90-year-old woman,
92-year-old Mike.
whatever. Hey, I don't count numbers. You know, I'll take you for what you are.
Here's the other crazy thing. The tournament featured 8 senior citizens ranging in age from 73 to 95, so it wasn't just her.
See?
Oh, wait, so it was just a bunch of old people.
Bro, Japan's got gamers, man. Japan was like leading the gaming. Oh, come on. What do you got against Japan gamers, bro?
Nothing. If this was just some sort of like Japanese old person's house tournament, then
It wasn't. It was the official Tekken 8 tournament, and there was 8 senior citizens out of how many?
So it's not giving me anything about how many people were in the larger tournament.
Fake
but
news!
It's just saying that 8 players were competing in the finals. So
Oh, really?
Okay, so out of the 8 that were in the finals, were they all senior citizens?
yes.
Oh, come on.
Imagine if the news headline was a 78-year-old man won a Tekken 8 tournament. And by the way, why are there 8 Tekkens? That's what we should be talking about, Dave.
Wait.
Tekken is a great game, but we don't need 8 of them.
I have a question. If, Mike, I'm putting you on the spot here. If you love Tekken as much as you say you do, who was your go-to character?
Oh, Tekken.
I'll tell you who mine was because I was poor growing up in the 90s, Mike. I only had demos. Remember demo discs?
Oh, I love demo discs.
You'd get, back in the day when video games weren't all digital, you'd get a disc of a bunch of new games coming out that you could try like little trial games on. That's how I started on Splinter Cell. That's how I started on Spyro. That's how I started on Metal Gear.
Throw me out a couple names and I'll maybe spar with you a little bit.
Well, my go-to was always Law.
Law.
You right?
He was like Little League Kung Pao.
Yeah.
Right?
He had the white shirt and the brown pants, and he just barefoot.
Is that the one that had a bear? You could be a bear.
I think. I'm not
As
sure.
like a special
It's been a long time.
Okay.
That was many raps ago.
I hear you.
As we say in Grub Budz years.
That's right. God bless Grandma Tech.
I know. Dude, and you know what the other good news is about video games lately? Is that, bro, they're coming out with a new refurbished N64. They're re-releasing the N64 and its games. How do you feel about that?
I'm looking forward to games. Maybe not necessarily the N64. Like, I don't think I'm gonna mess with that.
You never
but
played GoldenEye?
God bless them. The one.
Valid question.
The one thing I would say is the only reason I would buy it is for GoldenEye.
Now,
Because that, I don't know how, like, we probably need a totally separate segment for GoldenEye because I think that
noted.
Made a generation of gamers. The grappling hook, the shooter. It came at a
The
time.
cheats.
And it came at a time when Xbox was trying to flex and N64 was flexing and PlayStation was flexing, and I don't think you could really meet a true gamer who would tell you I didn't play GoldenEye.
GoldenEye and N64 for me was the bridge between Super Nintendo and PlayStation. I love that game. Me and my cousins would play that game all the time. And the thing that we thought was the most hilarious thing about GoldenEye, believe it or not, is you could shoot somebody with a PPK who was going potty.
Beg your pardon. Forgot to knock.
Remember? In the bathroom stall, you come through the vent, fucking. Dude.
No, I mean I didn't ever do that.
And
I had some like.
Wait, you played GoldenEye and you never played the bathroom mission?
Well, I would not shoot somebody on the toilet ever.
That was literally part of the mission.
I have morals. Oh, I didn't play missions. I always
just
played
played head-to-head?
PvP.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
So-
get into the train station and grapple up and kill each other. Let's go.
Do you remember who was the cheat code in that game?
No,
the
I
character?
didn't- I
Odd
don't-
Job.
I don't.
If you
cheat.
played as Odd Job, dude, you were like half the size of everybody else. You could just run around and ruin people's lives. What was your
No.
favorite gun?
Probably the Walther.
Okay. I was a big fan of the DD-42s and the Klob. The Klob was like a machine gun that like had like two barrels and it would like alternate. And I don't know.
Oh yeah.
And then the DD-44s were like the 44 Magnum pistols.
I pretty much flung around and snuck around and just pop because that's what 007 did.
Yeah,
You know
but
I'm
what
saying?
about
Like,
when you were playing the video game, Mike?
Well, what do you,
I'd sneak around and pop. Had to try it.
I'm talking about the video game.
What do you got?
So this is coming from the company doing the re-release. They called it a reimagining of the N64 in 4K resolution, 10 times the resolution of the original N64.
Damn.
It is going to be 100% compatible with every original N64 game ever made. So that's the big news.
Dope.
So pretty much, if you already have N64 games, you can
Like
still...
original?
Yes.
Who does?
Someone.
I'm a gamer, bro. I love the retro gaming systems. I love them. And I want to keep them hard copy and not digital so they can't make me have a paywall.
You literally have an N64.
That's not what I said. I have N64 games, Mike.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then we need to hang out more.
I'm sure we do. And I'm sure we'll get into that to kick off our show a little bit
Let's
more
go.
this year. We have one last thing on the Everything in Between segment, Mike. And it's just a statistic I'd like you to consider, okay?
Sure.
A study was done. We'll link it here. But a study was done to prove that in the year 2025, law enforcement agencies seized more property illegally than burglars nationwide.
Well, I mean, I don't want burglars to be seizing property more than the federal government.
What's the difference? Boop. We're looking at you, vegetable haters.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm sorry, but my constituents say I can't vote for this.
I mean, I guess I don't condone seizing property at all unless it's me seizing your property for something that I want to use it for.
Everyone's a private.
Pirate.
Yeah. I'm not really sure, but I know in terms of law enforcement, there's been just a lot of strife, a lot of back and forth. We started off this podcast celebrating 2025. It's been good. There's been a lot of things that have not been good. I think we try to keep on the sunny side.
We sure do.
You know, and sometimes you have to recognize the bad things, like, you know, like the Costco lobster and the fucking
the
twin
patio chairs.
the Twin River robbery, the Spanish chairs.
Yeah.
You know,
There's been a lot of negative things this year, but I'll tell you, what's kept me positive is the NFL. Being able to watch the NFL every week, usually,
it's still there.
for the most part.
I think there's been a lot of things in 2025. The last thing that I hope goes well is with Steph Diggs.
I think that's fair to say, but honestly, as of recent reports, I think it's not only Steph Diggs, it's also Christian Barmore. I don't know what's going on with the Patriots right now. That's something we should talk about. They're
winning.
Right, but they got one game left this season, and two of their star players get nabbed for some weird charges, you know, in the last push of their playoff run. Here's the thing. I'm not saying that I'm not taking away from these potential victims. I have no idea about these two situations. I'm just saying it's always curious the timing of these things when they come out.
The timing is very, very weird.
It was like,
It's not like this is the first time this has happened. Okay? So, yes, you can. Yes, you can. But I want to say, like you, people deserve to be treated right.
Mm-hmm.
If people are treated wrong, then you have the specific avenues to do what you need to do, and whoop, whoop, whoop.
Correct.
Man, sometimes the timing when you do it, maybe if it is true, your lawyer might even say, hey, this might this is a crime. This is a statute of limitations thing. We can file this whenever. Maybe we shouldn't do it like right now. Maybe you shouldn't do it as the team closes out the AFC Championship. Maybe you shouldn't do it after Homeboy gets a couple 100-yard games in a row. Maybe you shouldn't do it when Homeboy fictitiously proposes to Cardi B.
I don't think it's fictitious.
Or Homeboy or Homegirl. Sorry. No, it's fictitious. And then all of a sudden, charges come out. Long story short, if somebody wrongs you, they wrong you, and it takes time to process. And to be fair, if you're going to charge someone who is in the NFL with a crime, you might need some time to hire a really good lawyer, because you know they're going to come
with every possible thing.
Exactly. And I keep an open mind, but I agree with you that the timing is very suspicious.
It is suspicious, and I'll say this, and I'm not, look, I'm just showing the correlation here, okay? But immediately after the Patriots signed who? Josh Gordon and Antonio Brown, a bunch of stuff about Antonio Brown came out. You remember that?
Oh, I do.
Remember? And it was like, and all the memes were coming out about Mike Tomlin being like, oh, this is the person that reported it.
Yeah,
like,
and everybody was getting video.
But, well, no, there was no video of anything. But, and I'm not taking, look, Antonio Brown, especially the direction he's gone and some of the things he's done and said is horrible. But in 2017, the fact that you can just say something and let it be settled out of court and no longer have to affect you is crazy.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not sure if it's fair. I have my initial reaction because that's what we're here for. We can only speak for today, right? And we can only speak for the information that we have today. Tomorrow,
Just strange.
if the information changes, then rah, rah, rah.
But I will
Just
say,
like I will eat my words for saying that the Patriots are really going to
be
win
6-10.
they're only going to go 6-10. So I'll eat my words.
AFC East champions.
I'm willing to eat my words if I'm proven wrong. I'm A-okay
Right.
with that. And I hope nobody takes offense. You know, I say what I say, and let's go.
It's strange timing for both Steffon Diggs and Christian Barmore to be in the spotlight legally right before the playoffs. What do you know?
On the issue of Christian Barmore, this is from ESPN themselves. The charge stems from an alleged incident on August 8th and was filed December 16th. According to the Attleboro District
Isn't that
Court.
convenient?
I'm sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
there,
no,
brother.
no. An arraignment is scheduled for February 3rd.
Cool. Is that the day of the Super Bowl?
It's a week before the Super Bowl, Mike.
I
What do
mean,
you know? Weird. Isn't that strange?
Weird.
It's the strangest thing in the world.
August.
And look, I'm not saying, look, NFL players statistically have background. There's a lot of people who've done some heinous things as NFL players. I am not dismissing that. What I am saying is that August 8th, you had the whole season. Hey, look, you're winning now. So maybe I'm going to, payday.
Oh, wait. Oh, payday. Oh, your stock's going up.
Yeah,
nobody's gonna sue somebody who's broke.
Yeah. I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. So, but luckily, now, again, with the Patriots, we got issues with Steffon Diggs. Christian Barmore, obviously, we got to deal with that. They're going to deal with that, I think, in the offseason. Mac Hollins is actually on IR right now, which was unsuspecting. Nobody predicted that. But the one staple
Who is the man?
that we have
The myth.
at the helm
The legend.
of the Patriots
Let's go.
is Drake motherfucking MVP May. Let's say Drake May, MVP. The only close player is Matthew Stafford, and by the way, it's not close. If you look at the games, their strength, the schedule that they had against the teams that they shared, they played 6 of the same teams, Mike.
They did.
Drake May is 6-0.
Nobody says that.
6-0 against those teams. Matthew Stafford is 4-2. The stats get worse. But if we're in the MVP race and there's only 2 candidates left, well, there's only one thing left to say, and that is Drake May is MVP caliber. Drake May is the best Drake May that's ever been Drake made.
And you can tell me that Matthew Stafford, at least at this point, I mean, he threw 3 interceptions and a pick 6 the other day, but he's got 40 touchdowns to 8 interceptions, and Drake only has 32 without considering that he ran for 4. I don't give a shit about that. When you're throwing to Puka, you got Devontae Adams, you got
Sean McVay.
you got the coaching that you got,
Stack team.
and you're only the number 6 seed right now.
It's true. It's true.
How are you so valuable?
It's true.
When
And you're not
you
mobile.
took a team that won 4 games last year, and you brought them to all, they
The
might
tippity top.
they might have a bye.
They might.
When you look at most valuable player, that doesn't mean who's the best quarterback.
Nope.
It,
Well,
MVP, nope.
I mean, it doesn't.
MVP does not mean who is the best quarterback.
No, it's who contributes the most to their
It's
team in
who
that
is
season.
the most valuable player to
Yeah.
their team.
Absolutely.
I could even give an MVP to someone who doesn't even make the playoffs.
Playoffs.
We've convoluted the idea of an MVP to just solely focus on quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Who is the best quarterback?
It used to be
I
running
don't
backs,
know.
remember?
I don't know. I walked down to Waterloo and somebody said the best quarterback was the guy that went like this. So
Like,
you want to look at stats? You can. what kind of stats do you want to look at? Do you want to look at
Drake
touchdowns versus
Drake May leads.
interceptions? Do you want to look at completion percentage? Do you want to look at who actually has impacted their team more than anyone else? And that for me is an MVP. It's not who is the best quarterback.
No.
And who has thrown the most touchdowns.
And I like Stafford. I do like Stafford.
I do love him.
I think he's a Hall of Famer. I think he earned it with the Detroit Lions, and he's
Absolutely.
tough. I love him as a player. I love what he's given to the game this
Absolutely.
season. This season, objectively, based on stats alone, he doesn't come close to Drake May. And it especially becomes evident when you look at the teams they both played this season. On top of that, Mike, did you know that Matthew Stafford now shares a record with one other Hall of Fame quarterback after this last week's performance? Do you have any guess what statistic Matthew Stafford cemented his legacy with this past week?
Warren Moon.
Nope.
Randall Cunningham.
Nope.
Joe Flacco.
I give you one, Brett Favre. Matthew
God.
Matthew Stafford, to date, as of right now, December 30th, 2025, Matthew Stafford is exactly tied with one Brett Favre out of the Green Bay Packers for what? The most ever thrown pick sixes in the NFL.
Yep.
All right. What do you got?
This is coming from The Atlantic. Monday's loss for Stafford and the Rams shifted everything. May jumped to the top spot with minus 500 odds for MVP, with Stafford dropping to plus 325 odds.
Show the meme of him trying to tackle the guy on the fucking pick six.
I
His
will tell you
MVP
this. I did say to my girl, I said, man, I think Drake May is going to win the MVP.
Yeah.
And I said, actually, you know what? After hearing a bunch of, like, I watched Get Up.
Yeah.
I watched Sports Center.
Yeah.
I listened to our local sports radio. And all of a sudden it seemed like, no, he's not going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at her and I said, you know what? I think Drake May is going to win the MVP unless Matt Stafford throws 3 interceptions tonight.
And then what happened?
He threw 3 interceptions, one for a pick six, and I was like, oh, my God, this thing's got to be over.
I really like him. The only other thing that I like,
I do, too.
The only other thing that I like that came about this this whole game is that everybody in meme world on the internet has been like, yeah, the Falcons can win no matter what as long as they're already out of the playoffs. When they're out of the playoffs, they play like a championship team. They play lights out. But God forbid their season's on the line. They shit their pants. 28-3, people don't forget.
To end it, Dave, I want to ask you this. And this is we don't have to end it. Sorry. I don't mean to end it, but I wanted to ask you this, Dave.
Yeah.
I didn't prep you with this question. We didn't talk about it beforehand.
Send it.
What do you think Travis Kelce's going to be doing during the Super Bowl?
He's probably going to be enjoying family time with his brother or anyone else. And honestly, can I tell you what my honest response is to your question? I'm still processing, as you know, you asked me this.
Well, I sprung it on you, so
you sure did.
Go ahead.
When it comes to what Travis Kelce's doing in the playoffs, I don't fucking care. Because I've never cared, because he never does shit in the playoffs unless he's fucking carried by an all-time defense and a whole bunch of star receivers and going up against a backup fucking quarterback in Jimmy Garoppolo or motherfucking Brock Purdy. I said it.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Me neither.
Fuck Kelsey. The other thing, Mike, the Ravens and the Steelers are coming up on a division game. You know, the only one winner is going to go to the playoffs, Mike. Ravens or Steelers. And I got to tell you, I don't like it, Mike. I don't like it. But I think the Steelers are going to pull it out, if for nothing else than the fact that John Harbaugh will not let Derrick Henry run the ball in the fourth quarter.
You don't trust John?
Wait, John Harbaugh! Come on. He just does, oh, what the heck, man?
Come on, man.
Little brother every time, dog. Yeah,
Aw,
I don't
man.
trust him. And I don't want Aaron Rodgers to win. I'm at a lose-lose with this. I don't care who wakes it out of the AFC North. I just hate that division.
It's hard to think that he's not just walking himself out of a head coaching job.
I just how
It almost seems like It almost seems like he purposely does not want to quit, but he's purposely making decisions to walk him out of an NFL coaching job.
I mean, the Ravens have only had what 2-3 head coaches? Yeah, 3. Brian Billick, right?
I don't know. Who
I
cares?
think it's 2 or 3. I don't know.
They're perennial garbage.
Which is funny. The Steelers have been around for like 30 more years and have had the same amount of coaches.
Yeah, well,
But it is interesting. I mean, this game is going to say a lot about. There's been plenty of rumors about Lamar leaving, but everyone obviously wants Harbaugh out. So there's a big, I don't know, I guess like who is going?
I have a question. Statistically, in the past, who has gone? I'll tell you who. It's not the star player. If you're a Hall of Fame coach and you got an MVP level player who's actively playing right now, it's not going to be the coach who sticks around. The franchise is going to bet on the players who are on the field. Harbaugh, keep balling, baby. Bawlin. Ballin'. Because Lamar's going to stay and he's got to go.
Lamar,
3 times.
I'm gonna say they both gotta go. Lamar's washed up, dude. He don't have no heart. He don't run with any heart. He's not trying. He's hurt all the time. He has an okay arm. Imagine if the Patriots took him in the draft back then. I don't know, but this dude, I just don't trust Lamar. I don't trust his heart anymore. And, of course, I think Harbaugh is kind of a boob.
Well, I think one of those injury years was a contract negotiation that Lamar decided to sit because he knew it wouldn't benefit him, which fine, whatever. But, I've always been a hater of the purple people. I'm just not a fan. No issues with the Vikings, but the Ravens can go stuff it. Wait, they can shove it. Cue in that song, right? Go and shove it. Oh, honey, go shove it. Remember?
Shove it up your ass.
Go shove it.
Guy sounded like Johnny Cash. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he kind of. Yeah.
So I guess to close it out, Baltimore right now is favored on the money line at -190. Pittsburgh is +155.
Who's home?
Ooh.
Is it Steelers at Ravens or is it Ravens at Steelers? Because this rivalry, like, you remember when the rivalry was dope between Ray Lewis and Troy Polamalu and Joe Flacco and Ben Roethlisberger, and they had teams that they stacked against each other.
They had hard teams.
Now we got
we had teams that could pick apart a defense and do this and that, and they had hard
stacked.
motherfucking.
What do you got? Who is it at?
Tough guys.
So it is the Ravens at the Steelers.
That's what. Yeah.
Heinz Field. I mean,
So who do you guys have? I guess that's where I was going.
who do you have?
As of right now, I mean, I'm sorry. Is Lamar playing or not?
Yeah, he's playing. Everybody's playing.
Everybody's playing.
Yeah. Also, let's talk about the weird loss to the Cleveland Browns because the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, first of all, had his wide receiver open on the goal line when he threw the fade in the last play of the game. You're going to lose to the Browns as the Steelers to put you in this position. Kind of seems, shaky. People that bet on money lines have been complaining about, the layout of this game, if you will. I can't trust the Steelers. I can't. I hate the Ravens, but I think the Ravens are going to take it.
I'm glad you said that because
You have a purple hat on.
I don't.
You do.
Nope. I hate old butthole eyes. Aaron Rodgers.
But you're taking the Steelers?
But I think
Okay.
by hook or by crook, the Steelers are going to pull it out.
Okay.
And I hate to say it because I'm rooting for the Ravens,
Yep.
but in my heart, I got to go with my heart on this one. So you usually think with your brain or you think with your heart. And sometimes one of them leads you wrong.
That's right.
And this
Sometimes
time,
it does.
This time I have to go with my heart.
I get you.
And I apologize, but it's the Steelers. Because
That's
you
fair.
know how much I hate Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of these game picks really mean a whole heck of a lot in week 18. So should we even do them or should we just cut to the chase?
Nah.
Yeah. Week 18, playoff spots are pretty much already set. We don't really need to go through the pick'ems for week 18. We hope that the Patriots will beat the Dolphins because that's what they're designed to do. Dolphins are already out. They love to play spoiler, but I trust in Mike Vrabel. Home game. We should be able to close it out. Get in the playoffs. I hope the Broncos lose. The Buccaneers
Patriots-
are an embarrassment. Did you realize that because the Falcons beat the Rams this past week, that the Buccaneers are eliminated from playoff contention?
I didn't even. Who are the Buccaneers?
To the Panthers, bro. That division, since Tom Brady left this last year, has been like an absolute cluster bomb of garbage. Cluster bomb. I'll say this, Mike. I have a question. I'm sorry. I have a question that I need to ask you, and I want your take on because I know we're wrapping up NFL stuff, but current NFL stats, right? Like sacks, interceptions, touchdowns. Those are all important stats, right? Right? Those are the stats that you and I fell in love with at this day and age of this game, right? Like our
Right.
day and age. Like our day and age is what made us fall in love with the game. But sometimes it helps to go back and watch the history of the game, right? And see, right? You know what I
You
mean?
mean the eye test versus
Right.
stats? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, gotcha.
But the stats exist, right?
Stats are there, yep.
Here's my question.
Stats are there for a reason, I get you.
Yeah, to support the losers who don't win ships. But
Okay. Go
No,
ahead.
that's real.
No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
yeah, stats are for losers. Honestly, if you don't win championships, everybody uses stats to argue why you should still be respected. And I'll die on that hill. But my question is, certain sacks, certain tackles, certain interceptions, certain things are no longer recorded, right? Like they've never. So since 1930, since the 1930s, the NFL has been around, right? And there's certain stats that they don't record because they say, well, the game evolved, so we don't track those stats anymore. But we still respect them for that era of game time, right?
Right.
Mike, there's only like 300 and something Hall of Famers in the entire NFL out of however many tens of thousands of players that have played, right? One thing that the NFL maintains at all times because they have a literal football university is all the archived film of the NFL. All of it. You mean to tell me that we can't find out the archived stats of every individual player when we have the film? Like, oh, we didn't track sacks back then. You can track it now. Make an intern sit down and watch that shit and fucking track it to today's standards. What's the issue? Am I wrong in assuming that, Mike?
No.
They literally have the film that could go back and the archive and literally look
just
at
think-
everyone's stats.
I just think it's hard to sell, I know you're talking about sacks, but for instance, I think it's really hard to sell a Johnny Unitas jersey right now.
I'm sure it is.
Or
But
like, who wants to buy a dick butt kiss?
I do.
Wait.
I want a Dick Butkus jersey.
Right
Right.
there.
But here's my issue, right? So out of almost over 100 years of NFL, right? 100 years. Think about it. Statistically, 100 years of NFL, 300 Hall of Famers. That means only 3 Hall of Famers per season in the entire. Does that make sense to you? Out of 32 teams, granted it wasn't 32 initially, it was 16 or it was 10 or it was, but like 3.
I don't think you can put a number to a year, man. I think some years we have down years, some years we have a lot of people.
I agree.
And I think to be a Hall of Famer, it's not 1 year. And I get what you're saying.
It's not.
I get where you're trying to arrive at, but maybe just to play devil's advocate a little bit, I don't think we can put a number on how many people need to go in. And that's what I hate about, we don't talk about baseball, but the Baseball Hall of Fame's total bullshit.
I don't honestly. I don't trust baseball.
The NFL, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like when you're great, people know you're great, and it's almost up to the people and the fans to determine who the fame is, because who are you famous on?
But what I'm saying is, Mike, in the last 20 years, there are multiple Hall of Fame players who have gotten into the NFL Hall of Fame from this generation of football, where they track stats. So the argument that they can't possibly track the stats of the older players, how many Hall of Famers are we leaving off the ballot because they don't track it? Because they refuse the popularity contest of it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's the issue I have. I love the game.
I understand.
And just like
I agree.
I forget his name. I'm sorry. Please look it up. The guy that confronted Brett Favre about the sack record with Michael Strahan being broken. I feel like it's people like that story specifically. So it wasn't super recent, but relatively recently, he was a Jets player. He was a defensive end, right? So relatively recently, a Jets defensive end confronted Brett Favre, right? We'll leave after this. Confronted Brett Favre and said, like, how dare you give up the sack record of mine to Michael Strahan by just laying down? He literally took a snap in garbage time and laid down for Michael Strahan to break the sack record.
That's what Myles Garrett wanted to happen.
And it's what he did. And I'd say Myles Garrett earned it. Who was that player?
Mark Gastineau?
Yeah, Mark Gastineau. So Mark Gastineau, confronts Brett Favre about this because of the sack record.
And
because
he basically said, why don't you lay down, give me the record?
Yeah, he said, why did you give up my record? Because it essentially hurt him from the Hall of Fame bidding. And he doesn't have health insurance. And mind you, Mark Gastineau walks with a fucking walker right now.
I hate Aaron Rodgers more.
I do too. I hate all Packers quarterbacks. That's why I don't know how you like the Packers. Why do you like the Packers? I hate their quarterbacks.
I don't like the Packers.
I like Jordan Love. You said you like the Packers. There's literally an episode that shows.
I said I think the Packers might have something. Every once in a great while, I appreciate the lineage, heritage, championships, history of the Green Bay Packers.
No, you said you like to watch them. You said you like to be a fan of the Packers.
I think I said the Packers are going to surprise you. I sent you a text, Dave, that said, I think the Packers might do this or something, but I'm not sure I really.
You said you like okay, my bad. You said you like the history of the Packers organization.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But that would include their quarterbacks. So
no. I hate Aaron Rodgers. Vince
overrated.
Lombardi, I have respect for. Lambeau Field, I have respect for. I have respect for the Lambeau Leap. I don't think
I like Vince Lombardi. I like
don't
Clay
even
Matthews.
watch the Packers enough to even say that I like to watch the Packers. They're not even like I live on the East Coast. They're not even on TV enough.
I like
for
Woodson.
me to even say
Woodson
that.
got
So
too.
if I did, I apologize, and I'll eat my shit just like I ate my shit on the 6 and 10.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I love to eat shit. Yum, yum, yum. I think I'm all good.
And that's the end of that then,
Let's
bud.
go. I love you, bud.
I love you too, dog. We got some great playoff matchups here coming up. We're going to cover them next week.
Let's go.
It'll be good.
All right.
A successful week back. We hope everybody enjoyed their holidays.
Yeah.
Have a safe new year if we don't see you.
Happy New Year.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
It's the Grub Budz. Hey, hey. It's the Grub Budz. Hey. You've got the food, the flour, everything in between. Talking trash, blowing smoke. If you know what I mean, it's the Grub Budz.
Grub Budz. Highly recommended.